it's Marta, your personal growth and development coach. Welcome to my channel. It's been a long time without any Madrid well-being, self-care, career update. So here I am with this series episode. Finally, really excited to tell you guys a little bit more what was going on last month. I feel like last update about Madrid was quite long time ago, and I did so many summaries on my Instagram or TikTok or in other channels, but I still didn't record it here to tell you fully what was going on, how I'm feeling after living now more than 2 years in Madrid. Time is flying though. So yeah, let's go. So I feel like it's really all moon connected, however crazy it sounds right now. But honestly, I watched this video about moon and then last 2 years or almost 2.5 were all about fighting, making things work, changing, constantly fighting again. And I really feel like it was all about my life. It really looked like that, even though I was already set up here in Madrid, had already my work agreement here in Spain, already my apartment, really all this dream come true. But at the same time, there were still so many challenges. Then work got kind of tough and difficult. Then my apartment got loud, Airbnbs are around, I couldn't sleep so many nights in here, and many other challenges. I feel like living in another country is always challenge in a way because it's not our country, simply as that. So our family is not here, we can have friends, but as I said, sometimes they are leaving, they are changing and stuff like that. So I guess loneliness was really strong factor of making me feel a little bit lower in the last months. Then work-wise was really challenging. Those are two words of kind of working in corporate that sometimes it's such a big challenge, mission and vision, when another day it's full of stress, even kind of anxiety, or you're not always doing your dream projects, your KPIs increase and you got crazy with your head only in your work. And this is how it looked like this 1.5 years in my role. Before I was just extremely stressed, constantly thinking somehow about this job. And then I stood for myself. I realized no one will give me these boundaries if I won't set those boundaries. So I simply as that started really evaluating myself and evaluating my work and my time. And I realized it's not only overworking time, sometimes we can overwork energy. So if I catch myself thinking about work when going to sleep, or waking up at night, or waking up in the morning, or doing my yoga, something didn't work as it should be working. If it comes to job, there's also such a good part, because from more than half year of now, I'm doing this learning and development experience. So I'm facilitating, hosting so many events, so many trainings at Amazon, sessions of coaching, personal development, career development, but also new boarding. So when new joiners come to company, I'm kind of this person who facilitate all the event, help them tell them what the company is about, how does it look like to work here in this company. And this is incredible, and this is this part of working corporate which I'm truly grateful that if you fight for it, you have to fight for it, but then you have opportunities. But you really have to be this independent person who stand for yourself. So this is kind of my update and tip for you guys at the same time. Even though if it comes to all my favorite routines, I kind of had those and didn't have, because I was so stressed out that I didn't enjoy so much going out or even going for my dance classes, which would usually finish very late, because I thought already about the next day. I wanted to be so ready, and then I stopped. I prioritized myself. I also realized I have to be happy right now, right here, because there were so many challenges that at some point I remember myself calling my mom or my friends and be I can't stand it anymore. Why I'm doing this? Why I'm doing all this Madrid thing? It used to be my dream, yes, but then achieved it, and then kind of I didn't feel purpose anymore to stay here. So yes, I had this crisis, not only with routines, but also with living in Madrid. I felt everything were too loud, way too loud. Hopefully on this video you don't hear my neighbors, because I literally hear them whatever they do. I almost hear them breathing, So this was really frustrating. And for my rest and sleep, I need this absolutely calm and chill. And I guess my lifestyle during those like more than 2 years living in Madrid changed. And it's like opposite of what brought me to live in Madrid. So first I would be like impressed by all this culture and kind of being loud and noisy and open and everything open till like midnight and dinner at 10 p.m. When right now 10 p.m. when they dinner I'm like in my bed going to sleep, maybe like have 30 minutes of the book. But this changed so much and I realized like I can have this routine here, because before it was all the time my excuse. I was like, I'm not in the right place to have my dream life. I'm not in the right place to have my dream routine or do things which are like in peace with me. And I was like suffering, constantly suffering, making excuses, putting myself as a victim. Wanted to change apartment, but market with like apartments, real estate, I guess everywhere right now in Europe, but like in Spain was such a peak of the prices and everything, and apartments were terrible. Where my apartment is noisy but like beautiful, quite comfortable, quite big as for like studio type of apartment. So literally there were many challenges and many like my inner fights. And then one day my life coach, she told me that any fight which I'm fighting right now is only the fight with myself. And I realized it's so true. Like, I was not fighting with anyone else. I was fighting with circumstances, or even more, myself not accepting those circumstances. Because obviously, if we don't like situation and we can change it, or compromise, like change it, something in this situation, let's change it, or let's quit it and do something new. But sometimes you just can't kind of change it immediately, and you gotta like stay patient and still stay grateful and present. Otherwise you will like be suffering constantly and be like feeling non-happy, your motivation will be down, your frustration will be up, and like there is nothing good coming out from it. I felt like so low emotionally that I asked myself a question like, Martha, you can do two things right now: or continue this suffering and expect that your life like that will change and you will have this dream life like this immediately, or make dream life from what you have now by simply accepting it, appreciating it, and taking joy from anything what possibly you can take joy out from here. And I made some compromises with myself. For example, the apartments, I'm like, it's longer topic, but in general I'm started like be more this like easygoing person, if you know what I mean, than like constantly being that stubborn that always everything has to be as I want it to be. I love my stubborn part because it helps me to achieve successes, to live life which I want to live, or already living the life I wanted to live, or helping my clients as a coach. Because being stubborn, I won't never like tell someone they cannot do something. Whatever you want to do, I will help you do it. And that's kind of my purpose in life also. But at the same time, being stubborn in this like negative way and always expecting things the specific way is probably not the most like healthy thing. The thing which helped me so much to feel that good is also that I started putting like the filter of what content I'm watching, what things I'm reading, who I'm surrounded with. So I stopped surrounding myself with people who would also constantly suffer, but not because they have problem, because their mindset is like that. So in any situation, like look for the problem to complain or gossip about other people. I thought like I realized it's so bad, not only for them, but also for ourselves. It's like good for ego and nothing else. And even for ego, it's like fake good thing. It's never kind of good to be bad person, let's say. Let's focus on what's like the best in people. Let's read meaningful things. Let's watch things which will help you to develop yourself, to reconnect with yourself. And also social media is so important. I'm used almost everyone. With all respect, I love you guys, but like I can't watch people traveling, people partying, people seeing their family, whatever. Because if I care about someone, if someone is my close friend, I would know about it anyway. They will tell me, they will share the picture like privately in WhatsApp or show me when we see each other, but I don't have to see it through Instagram because it's like toxic to me, seeing constantly these moments of someone's life which are perfect, and then I was like comparing it. I was not aware of it, but unconsciously I was comparing it to my life. And then I felt like, oh, I don't have this group of friends yet in Madrid, or I miss my family, I don't see them so often, or I didn't travel this year because I make decision to like focus on my business this year, and things like that. It's like so toxic vibe. So I stopped, and I realized like you can use social media really for your benefit, but you have to have this strong filter and know when to say stop. I'm not curious of seeing that. And also book recommendations. So I have those two amazing books. First is A New Earth, and it's like life-changing book with all like being present. It's also the same author who actually wrote book with the title A Power of Being Now. So highly recommend it, especially maybe in this, you know, like first reading A Power of Being Now and then reading this one. And second one, as you see, I'm still reading, is called Finding Meaning and Imperfect World. And it's a philosopher who like teach philosophy in Oxford, and he relates to many other philosophers and like put arguments why even like imperfect world can be meaningful, how we can bring this joy, which is to me amazing. Like it helped me so much reading those books and this meaningful content. Right, so that's all from this quick update about Madrid, about how I do feel, what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Please let me down in the comment if you have some specific questions like moving to another country or personal development by itself, or any other recommendations like book or whatever you need. Remember to subscribe my channel. Bye.